Ladies and gentlemen, I present the bowl. Today we're looking at Zamperla bowl, or depending on where you are, it's also called El Toro. This is a novelty strength tester. You don't win anything or anything other than bragging rights, and my God, does it create a lot of them. This particular one, based on the stamp, was made in 1980. They made them, I believe, 1960 to 1980, and this is the last year that they made them. Zamperla is an Italian company. I'm looking at that coin mech there. I got another video just on that coin mechanism. And I'm saying that because I get excited about stupid things. And I spent 10 minutes. There's a 10-minute video of just that coin mech and how it works, because it's so simple, it's different. Instructions. Perimeter. Push. I don't want to mispronounce it. Push. It's not drunken. Druken. 1. Put in your coin. 2. Push. That thing. 3. You're going to squeeze the horns together. See the arrows? These are bull horns. Nothing super special about it other than it's just really fun for what it is. It's very simple. The bull, the Spanish and Italian and foreign ones say El Toro. Some have a little bit different screening on them, but there's your needle, your rating. You get to see that the bullfighter in the back a little better when we reset it here. Kilograms worth of strength. Not pounds, I never changed it, not a big deal. Was it 2.2 pounds per kilogram, something like that. So all the way from nullity, moving up to sucking. Girl, madly in love. Boy, okay. It's 20 kilogram difference between girl and boy. Pensioner. Gentleman. Little man. Clerk. Student. Playboy. Woodcutter. Sportman. Stevedore. Look it up. Marine. Boxer, wrestler, cowboy, bullman, and Superman is the highest you can go. I guess unless you can hit the side of the machine. Very simple game. This one works 100% from what I understand. They're very hard to find, especially in good and working condition. The only thing that this one I need to get is the eyes actually light up. This is just an empty socket here. This one, it's a little teeny tiny bulb. 24 volt bulb. Look into my eyes. But it's gonna be cool as hell once I can get that to light up. Even though he's gonna be staring at my crotch. But let's get into it. Got my quarter. I'm sure back in the day, or if it's for another country, it was probably the lira or something like that. But when I push this in, put the quarter in, this is your reset button. I'll drop the needle. That's it. And you guys can watch me make an ass of myself. Alright. We've already reset it. I have no idea if I'm going to be in the way of the camera or not. I'm going to try not to be. I'll lean off to the side a little bit. First I'll show you how it works. You just squeeze the horns together as hard as you can. Alright, so that one went, we put it about halfway up, just past clerk, in between clerk and student. Try and zoom in here. Alright. So that's basically it. You know, once you stop, that's it. It doesn't do anything more. Okay, push that. It's not gonna do anything. Let's put in our coin. Give her another shot. Check the camera here. Alright, just past boxer, almost wrestler. Let's see if I can do it one more time and not blow out my shoulder. Reset. About the same. Just past boxer. I've gotten it just a little bit past the wrestler. But sometimes it doesn't move. Sometimes it does. I don't know what. It'll do anywhere from 1 to 3 times. I don't know the rhyme or reason, but it's just a fun game, and I've only had it a short time, but everybody seems to line up and, okay, one more, you get that lot. So, that's where I came in. This bullfighter, cowboy, whatnot, fighting the bull. So I'll flip it around. I'll show you the inside real quick. Show you what kind of bull you're fighting. What bull? Shit. All right, we're looking at the back of the bull. Looks a little different than what you're expecting, probably. But it actually looks better than the back of a real bull. And you can't get this close to one. Alright. What was that line in Tommy Boy? You can stick your head up the bull's ass. But wouldn't you rather take a butcher's word for it? Or something like that. I'm sure I'm butchering that. See what I did there? But anyway, look at those springs that you're fighting. This little ding ding. I'm lying. You're fighting this guy right here. I don't have a ruler on me, but it's probably 4 to 5 inches worth of spring. It's pretty thick. Not quite a garage door, but it's more like a snowplow spring. Now all you're doing is stretching that thing as far as you can. And it's really not that easy. This game, let's start at the top here. Told you Zamperla is an Italian company. They've always been in amusements. But their main focus, whether you knew it or not, is they probably make most of the roller coasters. If you've ever been to any amusement park, they make roller coasters. So they know a little bit about having fun. Typo. Modelo, I got some of them in the fridge. I'm gonna guess it's type 011, model 8079 volts. They left that blank because it's, you can actually change the voltage to either 110 or 220 on this transformer. And the date, I only say this one was made in 80 because the date stamp, September of 80. This is the back of the screen, obviously. There's this funky little, all it does is turn on and off the light in the front. You can play this thing without plugging it in. It just obviously won't have a light and it won't moo at you. But the rest of it's purely mechanical. The old ones are fully mechanical. There's no electric in them. This one has the original coin box. Got this little funnel deal here. I'll show you why. It does have some, probably can't see, quite a few quarters in there. Friends and family. Here's my transformer. This is how I got it. So as an electrician, I feel it's my obligation to repair those wire splices there. Use better pigtails, or at least better forks to connect those to the transformer. Because that's line voltage right there. So anyway, it's your little micro switch, and then push it. The dog just barks because she heard air. I'm sure you've seen her in my other videos. But you're pulling the spring, which in turn pulls on this, essentially a brake cable. This is just to pull the ratchet back. Here's your ratchet lever. That's the clicking that you're hearing. Is this falling into the notch? Okay. What I think is really cool about this, and I make mention of it in my coin mechanism video. Okay, I'm pushing. Remember that release lever in the front? This guy? That's not doing anything? Okay. Check this out. You can adjust that, but this lever right here, see this? This is my release. If that were to push here, here's the pivot, so it pushes this up and releases the ratchet, which drops your needle back down. Right now, see that moving, but it's not going to release anything, even though that needle's up. You can't quite see in that crack. Maybe if I can hold my big light in one hand and the camera in the other. See that gap? What do you think that gap is just big enough for? Because this lever doesn't quite reach. So you know what would fill that gap just right? Watch this. But right now, I'm kneeling on my quarters here. Watch this. Put the coin in the coin slot. And it comes down. And it falls into that gap. And it's held there by the lever and the space between that lever. So that quarter fills that gap just enough that if I push this down, The lever now is just enough to release that ratchet. Just like that. And watch. I don't know, you can't really see in there, but the end of this pin, that pin, can you see that little edge there? I can't point to it because if I let off the lever, watch, maybe see the cord disappear. That pin pushes it, and it's just enough gap. Let's see if I can get the camera focused there. See, this is where the end of the rod is. And that little gap there, obviously when that ratchet is back, closes it just enough, and that quarter fills that gap just enough space to release that ratchet. So this ratchet came back, and it dropped the needle all the way down. We're gonna pull on this cable, which will pull that, and obviously at the same time, when this ratchet drops, it's kind of a wedge shape. It's gonna get wedged in here and lock on these teeth. So you can't do a damn thing about it. And meanwhile, the spring is also pushed onto this micro switch. So right now that switch is open. So once you pull it and this ratchet drops, this leg of the spring comes up off that micro switch and closes your switch to make it move. Lambda, lambda, land, and make it move. Revenge of the Nerds, 1984. Go watch it. That's my little speaker down there. I'm guessing it's got the board in it that makes the moo. I haven't dug this thing apart or anything yet, but I know I gotta fix that. I had to adjust this coin mech, which you could see in my other video on it, but I just think it's pretty cool how these work. So if I see if I can reach around, give it a reach around here to a bowl. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I'm gonna try and hold the camera and reach around. Okay, can you see this? Let's see if we can do this one hand from the side and crouching down. I'm just above a girl. I'm almost madly in love. I honestly did better at that, just barely with my two fingers pulling it, than my nephew, 12-year-old, talked a bunch of crap. I was going to knock this thing off the charts. And he got to the first notch, which is sucking. So reality told him different. So obviously that spring came up. Is that off the switch there? The ratchet's locked on like the second notch or something like that, but it's still locked. And this lever's closed again. We're back to square one. So just because it's cool, and like I said, I get fascinated with stupid things. And drop in our quarter. Let's see if we can see it fall or not. Yep, see it drop? Okay, now it's stuck in that little gap. Now we're gonna hit the release. We're gonna push that technically on that quarter. And we'll watch this. Coin dropped in. And then I'll set the camera up. And I'll go around to the front and do this. Why? Because I've never got to actually see it work from your point of view. Alright, let's see what we can do. off the tripod. Actually came around, this is that far into the ratchet, brought it all the way back this way. Got a few more notches in there. I won't make excuses, but hey, I wouldn't want to go all the way to the top, at least for me. What's left? But right now, that spring is under tension. You wouldn't frickin' know it. I can't imagine having to stretch that thing out all the way. We're barely doing anything. I'm sure before we stretch that out, that cable would break first. So that's that. That is the Zamperla bullsh strength tester. Hope you guys liked it. You know what to do with those buttons, that thumbs up, all that other stuff, if you like this type of stuff. And if I ever come across any issues with it, I will show you how to fix it, because maybe there's somebody out there that has one of these. If you have one and have questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments. I try and reply to everything if I can. So, if you can, click that thumbs up. And watch me if you like all these pinballs and old games. Wait till we go through this electric skill gun. If you like that type of stuff, that's what we're all about. Gotta have fun. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.